Hi there, you're with Simon here at English Coach, and today I'm here to talk to you about finding your own form of optimism or your own way to optimism. These days, we have a lot of bad news being pumped in through our TVs and our social media. This is something that I mention quite often in many of my videos. The bad news is always present and very influential. So the question for you today is, what do you do exactly to deal with and filter out all of the negative facts so that you can hang on to about the 2 or 3 nice facts in amongst 90 or 100 or maybe 500 tragic facts? And the question is, how much of those many negative facts make their way through to your subconscious and start affecting your day? Quite a few, I would say, because none of us have the power to stop that from absorbing into our mind. The same way that they can measure our capacity to pick up lateral and less relevant information during our day, process it in the back of our mind. The same thing happens when we're watching the news. Between brackets, the bad news. So I'm here today to help you form your own way of thinking optimistically. So I have a few questions, and if you would like, you can take a pen and paper right now and write down these questions, so that you can reflect a little bit on the answers that you will be giving yourself, so that you can potentially make a plan of optimism for yourself. Question number 1 is, in the last 2 years, a year before the pandemic and a year during the pandemic, what were 3 things that made your life just a little bit more satisfying, happy, or joyous in amongst all of the bad news? Second question is, what has pretty much always existed in your life, or existed from when you were young until now, and continues to give you satisfaction? Third question is, what do you have to do that feels unnatural or uncomfortable to you during your daily routine, but that you believe or you already know will give you some positive feelings and some positive ideas and thoughts and ways of being? Those are the 3 key questions for today, for developing your own way to optimism. Some of the obvious things that stop you from really following the path of optimism is when you can say to yourself, well, the parks are closed and my gym is closed and those activities are forbidden or out of bounds because of the pandemic. And that's truly understandable. The question is, how much creativity is required from you to find substitutes for those things? Another answer that goes against that is, those things that I do at home are not as satisfying or fulfilling as the things I do outside of my house. Valid? Maybe. The point is, when you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice. So then you have to have a look at the choices you do have. Because what kind of person would focus on the choices that they don't have? What are you trying to attract in your life by focusing on what you cannot do, on what you don't have? So reflect on that. Optimism is about maintaining a level of positivity that's relevant to what you can control in your life. You cannot control other people in your neighborhood. You cannot control the government. You are not in control of any of those things. The only thing you control is yourself and your own possibility to think positively. That is strength. That is power. Thank you for being here on my channel today. Like, dislike. Send a commentary below if you feel the need, and I'll see you here on my channel next time.